Croatia. I've just gotten back from an excursion. I can't believe it's already day 5. So come on to talk about how things have been so far on board Lord, I'm tired. Regent Seven Seas Voyager. So this is day 5. We left from Istanbul, Turkey. I'm trying to be too loud because I know other people probably are enjoying their balcony. But we left from Istanbul. First off, hi, my name is Carlene. This is my channel, Stay with C, and I am on a 10-night sailing on Regent Seven Seas Voyager. So trying to pop in live to, I know some of you caught the sail away, and I was like running like a chicken with my head cut off. So I am now back to kind of talk about how all the things have been, answer some of your questions. So get on here, let's sip and chat. So this is behind me. It's beautiful, Dubrovnik, Croatia. It's a nice 70. I think we got to 72 degrees tops today. Welcome in one person. Thanks for being here. Let me try to pull up here so I can see the chat. Beautiful 72-degree day. The weather was like impeccable. It's Gina's World. Hey, Gina's World. Good morning. And let me know if you're able to hear me okay, or if there's any feedback. I have my mic kind of strategically placed under my hair. And then today I actually brought my laptop out so I can see what some of your comments are. I probably missed a lot of questions. Welcome in 5 people. So yeah, this is day 5. Let's get into it. Istanbul. Let me know if you have any questions that I wasn't able to answer during the first live stream. Hey, Steph Stone, welcome in. James Ross says all is well. Yes, all is well with me. It was an interesting start the first day, but it's not interesting. Well, it was interesting in an interesting way. But hold on, let me get to my channel so I can like look at your comments, so I'm not tapping on the screen. But the first day was Istanbul, actually the first 2 days. So this sailing is unique because each port we are in for 2 days. We have an overnight stay, so we get to explore really cover a lot of ground. Oh, my laptop is moving slow. Just get to my channel so I can see the comments. Oh, hey, Sweet D says, good morning, happy Halloween. Yeah, they're actually recognizing Halloween on board, and they're showing Dracula right now in the theater at 3. Hey, Taryn Anderson, they're showing Dracula, the original Dracula, on board at 3 p.m. So it's happening now. And then this evening they're showing Halloween, the 2018 version with Jamie Lee Curtis, and then there's gonna be like a Halloween party. And they're like, you know, if you don't have anything to dress up, you don't have to. So the parties have been kind of cute. Welcome in 9 people. We are here in Dubrovnik, Croatia, and I've been sailing Regent Seven Seas for the last 5 days. James Ross says, what was that event that happened in the hallway? Yeah. How did you know? Oh. I thought you meant there was a code. So the event that happened there is a lot of things going on. The event that you saw I posted on IG or Instagram, they have this thing, and apparently I'm learning like the culture of the ships, because what they do is they have this event. I can't remember if it's like the second day or what. Y'all, I'm about to click on my live stream, so if y'all hear any feedback, let me know in case the speakers start picking up. I want to make sure I can see the chat from my computer. But anywho, they do a thing that's called like a corridor social. So basically at 6 p.m. and that was on, I think I can't remember if that was our second night at sea or second night or first night at sail away. I can't remember because everything has been double ports. But at 6 p.m. they ring a cocktail bell, and you're supposed to step out with your glass in hand. And actually inside of the cabin there is actually like a what's the thing called? Oh, this is a big ass bug. Y'all wish y'all could see this bug. It was trying to take me out. Okay, it's going away. You saw it flew back. It was like driving me nuts. Anyway, so at 6 p.m. you bring out your glass, and then they have they're serving wine, champagne, and then they have like little canapes or whatever that they're now I can see the chat in my laptop that they serve. And then you get, with the beautiful part about it is that you get to you saw the big thing. Yeah, I was under attack, y'all. I was about to run. And y'all gonna be live streaming by yourselves for 2 seconds. So yeah, you go out into the corridor and you get to meet your neighbors, which was cool. And at first I was a little like, apprehensive. So I was talking to some of the staff, or one of the staff members. His name is Andy. He's also an entertainer. So what I learned on board is like a lot of people are doing double duty on the ship, so he can sing his butt off. But anyway, after a while, Andy was like, "Won't you meet the other guests?" And he was like, "A lot of these like folks just have a lot of wisdom." And so I had to like, shake off the nervousness and got to talk to the other people in my hallway, and they were actually for the most part, everybody's been very, very nice. This one lady on the first night was just literally, the more drunk she got, the more racist she got, and there's no other way I can say that. The rest of the people have been very kind, very like thoughtful, particularly the Canadians. The Canadians are very nice and welcoming. But other than that first lady, it was just kind of like, then they have a really great solo program. So every day at 6:45, we meet up at the observation lounge, and we have like, it's time for like one drink. And then as a group, we all go down to dinner. And dinner is basically, they hold dinner, and then there's a staff member that like sits with us. But usually, people kind of, we don't really need the staff member. But it's even to the point like today I was on, they have excursions included in this, how I guess their packaging for Regent is. They have excursions included. So a couple of ladies who are in the solo meetup group every day, I got back on the bus and I sat down quietly, and I was like starting to nod off, and this one lady I could hear from the front of the bus, "Where's Carlene?" So that's kind of the the sense of community that's built on ship. Most of these people seem to sail like Seabourn, Azamara. I need to ask people what their thoughts are. They Seabourn, Silver Seas, Azamara. They seem to kind of move in the same type of cruise ship. So I want to ask a little more questions about like why, what makes each one different or whatever, or why they choose these lines. Because in my head, I'm kind of like, I can get a bunch of cruises for the price of this cruise. I do know, I think from what I can glean, this is like one of the cheapest. Sailing was kind of on sale too. So, all right, let me look down here to see who else has commented. Virginia's World, I was also thinking that when you said the event that happened in the hallway, so one morning, I'm track of my days, but was it yesterday morning? I woke up at like 5:30. I've been waking up kind of early naturally. I didn't get out of bed. But then I heard like the chime in the hallway. And welcome at 11 people. Y'all can hit the thumbs up as you're coming in. My name is Carlene. I'm here on I didn't change the topic. I need to change but anyway, I need to change the comment for the live. But it was like 5:30, I was up. So about 6:07, I can hear the intercom in the hallway, and I was like, wow, that's a really weird time for the chime to go off. And I could hear them say like code. At first I couldn't tell they were saying code white or code Mike or code black. So I got on my phone and like to suite number 910. And so I got on my phone and I looked up code black, which is a violent event, and I looked up code Mike, which for Oceania is it says death or medical emergency. Well, Oceania is, I think, related to Regent somehow. So I kept that information in my pocket. I was like, oh wow. So then when I got to a solo meetup, I asked a gentleman who's also a solo traveler who was I think he's on the 9th floor, and he said a gentleman had passed away in his suite at 6 o'clock in the morning. So it was just kind of interesting that happened, but we really didn't know, like it didn't interrupt travel or anything. Only thing I know is yesterday I was doing a lot of work on my balcony. I had just stayed here all morning. I had my privacy please signed up all day, and I did notice in the evening, despite having my privacy notice, the room steward, she did knock on the door to make sure. I guess, I don't know if they have to lay eyes on you. Like I know Disney World, Disney makes people lay eyes on guests. The resort, I'm not sure about the cruise ship. Staff have to lay eyes on guests at least once every 24 hours. So I'm not sure if that's what they had going on or in response to the event that happened. The man passed away. I don't know if they kind of were just kind of doing wellness checks for people they hadn't seen. So that was interesting. Okay, let me get into the comments. Let's see. Steph Stone says, what up, C? What up, Steph Stone? I I have your old comments on my laptop, so I don't miss no questions. Who else we got here? Taryn is saying good morning. Good morning, Taryn. And I told you, Sweet D, y'all saw that big bug that tried to attack me. How do y'all like the view back here? It's wonderful. We were kind of in wine country today. There is a shuttle that takes you down, but I'm doing a walking tour of old Dubrovnik, which Game of Thrones was filmed somewhere over there, in the town. So, what else we got? Oh, hey, Sig, welcome to Sig. Sig says, hey, just happened to see this live. Yeah, Sig, I was about to lay down, and I was like, I need to make sure, because I'm not going to get a new video. I was like, I got to get one, to show y'all the experience, and two, crank out some content for the channel. So I was like, you cannot take a nap until you go live. The good news is my phone is only on 34%, so one of us is going to conk out. So welcome in, Sig. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, Leslie. Leslie saying good morning. Sig says, great to hear about the solo meetup. Yeah, and they were even saying, apparently it's mostly like a lot of the people who are solo, the people I've talked to are either widowers or widows, who, they kept traveling, despite losing their significant other. They usually said, someone I was asking said, well, usually only like about 10 people show up to this. We have about a good group of like 15 to 20 that have been showing up every night. And I missed the first two because I got sleepy. I'm finally overcoming jet lag. But I've been trying to go every night because they are cool people it's been a cool group of people to talk to. Let's see. Six is they're looking out for you. That was nice. It was so funny. I was sitting in the back of the bus and I heard, where's Carlene? I said, I know they didn't I thought I heard my name. I looked up and there Bonnie, her name was Bonnie. Bonnie was like, and it's funny, and the other lady's name is Darlene, so my name is Carlene, so it's easy to remember their names. And I was like, oh, thank you. Like my mom would be so proud that there was somebody looking out for her baby. Your favorite, hey YFC, welcome in. Sorry y'all, I'm trying to keep it low so I won't be talking too loud, but hopefully y'all can still hear me. I don't want to interrupt anybody who might be on their balcony above or below me. This is not like a content creator-esque type of cruise. Nobody has like looked at me weird or snobbish. If anything, they look at me weird because it looks like I'm talking to myself. But I do know I don't want to like it disturb, it's not a creator culture on this ship, let's just say that. But nobody's been like nasty about it or anything. I just look crazy filming. CME Traveling says, welcome in. Beautiful setting. Yes, and yes, prayers to that person who passed away and their family. And I'm not sure if that individual was traveling alone or what. I would imagine, given the time of the call, I don't know if that person's traveling solo, but the timing of the call, I'm thinking that their partner, whoever was traveling with them, may have woke up and realized that person was deceased, because it came right at like 6 o'clock, 6:07 in the morning is when I looked at my phone, or saw that was on my phone and then heard the chime outside the door. So I'm guessing, but I'm not sure. I was just kind of trying to put in some context clues together. Thank you for all the hearts. Sweet D says the view is nice, yeah. And so speaking of Sig, and Clark Kent says good morning Clark Kent, thanks for popping in. So yeah, we sailed away from Istanbul a couple of days ago. I'm losing track, this is day 5. Istanbul has stolen my heart and I want to get back. Also thinking about the event in the hallway, Gina, I think Virgin would have a really fun version of that if they did the hallway meetup. That would be really fun on Virgin. It was manageable, given the corridors are kind of really short. And then as you meet your neighbors, the captain comes through and they time it. So the record, I think the captain said he was able to do it in like 23 minutes. I didn't know what the time was this time around, but I found it to be a really cool event. And usually, like, you don't meet your neighbors on cruise ships unless they're like the annoying neighbor. Wouldn't that be fun on Virgin? When I went out there and did it, I was like, Virgin would not rock this. Like, I'm gonna leave it on I'll be in Virgin Voyages at the end of November, so I'm gonna leave that on the comment card. Like, hey, that would be dope. Sipping my rosé. All drinks are included in the cruise fare. You can up the tier of wine. So I will say, like, this is like, the wines aren't, there's a couple wines that I like, but they're like, they get the job done. They're not my favorite, but they get the job done. but you can bump up your drink package. Like the lady I was talking to today on the my excursion, she was kind of like, she's like, these aren't my like favorite. And I was like, yeah, girl, I get you as a wino myself. I get kind of picky about my wines. Let's see. Gina's Rose says that, yeah. Gina's Rose says, are you one of the youngest people on board? I am. I think I might have saw one child, if any, maybe a teenager. I haven't seen them again. However, I definitely stand out for a couple of reasons. I am one of the younger folks, but I always remind them, I'm like, hey, because they're like, we hope that we're not slowing you down. And I'm like, my parents are, I have older parents. My mom is like 76, my dad is like 83. I keep losing track. I stopped counting at 75 for my mom. But so I'm like, I'm used to, being around. Like, it doesn't bother me, but I definitely kind of get like eyes, and people have asked questions like, the lady who was being racist the first night, I refused to let her know that I won this cruise. So she was really like digging in her bag. The other people who've been nice and weren't as obnoxious, I just told them like, yeah, I am into travel. I told them I got a YouTube where I do travel services, travel agent, like as a hobby. And so I've told a couple people, but people have kind of been like, so what do you do? And as a DC person, like asking people what do you do is like it's what is that, kind of a faux pas. So I rarely like ask people like, what do you do? I just don't really care. In my head, I'm just like, you're a person and you got on the ship the same way I got on the ship, so whatever. But I've gotten asked like, what do you do? Or like, why Regent? Like, but I'm not bored. I'm not bored, and they've been like, partying. I think I keep on saying Virgin. Regent's method, I think, to their cruising is they get you drunk with this little free wine and stuff and free cocktails, and they make everybody go to bed at 12 o'clock, which is my kind of party, because if y'all cruising me before, I am in bed early. All right, let me get into the comments a little bit. So yeah, Gina's where I am one of the youngest people in regards to like travels. It's not like someone's child on board. Let's see. Hey, on the go YOLO, welcome. And she says, Dylan will be you. Yep. Just know how to go with the flow. Like, I'm having a good old time. Oh, I heard my neighbor. I think they came out, so I won't get be too loud anymore. Who else is in here? CMA Travel says exactly. On the go Yellow says, where are you today? I'm in Dubrovnik, Croatia. And yeah, we did a tour. What did we do? I did a wine tram. So they have tours included. I'm gonna take y'all into my suite because I don't want to bother my extra neighbor. Hold on. You get to come inside. Y'all want a suite tour? Hold on one second. I just want to come inside. I don't want to I don't want to bother people. Let's see. Let me hold this way. Let me turn it around. So this is since y'all are in my room now, this is a kind of standard, and I can use my cell service. I just didn't want to bother my neighbors too much, and I met Joe actually playing a dice game. So I don't want to be a pest. What is this? What's this? I keep wanting to say Virgin Voyages. Voyager, what's this thing called? Turn the light on, and the lady just serviced the room. So I'm going to post the room tour, but y'all who came in live get one for free. So this is the bathroom area, and it's all suites, but I don't know if all suites have balconies. And then there's a soaking tub here, and what else? You got plenty of storage space. There's one sink. Hey, 23 people. You also get a shower. I feel like I'm zoomed in. Can I zoom back out? I'm scared to touch a button. Yeah, a tub. And then you get what was it? Robes. So that was my outfit for yesterday. I was in my robe all yesterday. And then you get a privacy curtain. I don't know who would need this. I don't know. Maybe you're hosting people. I don't understand privacy curtains on cruise ships. I guess maybe if you're selling with someone who, don't want you to see your kibbles and bits, then you do that. Then there's a walk-in closet. And this is the deluxe veranda room. So, hey, Fuller Life. And I'm sorry, I'm just gonna see whoever pops up in the chat. And of course, they got, you know, what's the thing called? Lock safe. Oh, that's where my blanket went. That blanket is included. But that's where your life vests are. Nice spacious closet. So very nice of you, you know, are doing a longer cruise. And then the bed, y'all, I have not had a bed this comfy since Disney. One thing is, a woman who is currently traveling with extensions and my leave out is acting up. The curling iron actually gets hot. And they have like a little, yeah. So that's cool. I brought my speaker from home. I haven't been a jerk with it. I just kind of keep it low, listen to some jazz if I'm like getting dressed. Another privacy curtain. I had to make my own little silk pillowcase. Kept real African American. I bought a silk scarf because I was just like, I need something for that. What else is in here? Live flower, couch. You get a TV. They actually have actual glassware in here. There's actual glassware, and they give you a gift. There's you get a corkscrew gift. There's a refrigerator, couch, and then they give you like those little plush like lounger doohickeys. So, and welcome to 27 Series. So yeah, that's my. Let me grab my wine, bring it in here, so I don't bother. I saw Mr. Joe popped out, and I don't want to. I doubt he want to hear me yapping. So let me just turn the light on so y'all can see. Okay, and grab my laptop. Sorry for the jumping around. All right, so now I can see the comments. And if I hear him go, we'll get travel book bag. Other scarf. All right, let's get into the comments a little bit. Get my wine. Okay, thanks for hanging around, 23 people. Let's see. Hey, Miss Sydney's. Oh, let me go back a little bit. Nice and spacious while a tub. Yeah, it's cool to have a tub. Nice shower and separate tub. Yep, it's a shower and separate tub. Who else again? Hey, Miss Sydney. She's OMG. Didn't get this notification. Good morning. Yeah, it was a kind of a pop-up live. I was gonna take a nap, but I figured I needed to. I don't even know what this. Oh, this was a spread on top of the bed. I keep finding like little doohickeys. So yeah, Miss Sydney. Who else we got here? CME says, thank you for so much for sharing your live cabin tour. No problem. I figured everybody on here I could punch if they want to come in here. So, and y'all probably won't really, you know, see anything. So I figured it was a safe space to go live and show you something different. You got to see enough of Dubrovnik behind me. Who else is in here? On the go with Yo says, I take my pillowcase everywhere. Yeah, that was the plan, YOLO. And I forgot in all my like last minute shuffling around because I was again packing to get down to Hampton for homecoming and then packing for this trip, which actually it wasn't too bad. My strategy was get a bunch of dresses, and now my plant is in the way. And the dresses approach has been helpful. So in the daytime I would kind of wear like not like my worst what is it called, like jogging, but I kind of have like jogging suits, track suits, that kind of thing, but like not like you're kind of like I'm going to the gym, but like kind of lounge athleisure. I don't know what to call this. And that's been helpful. And in the evenings I've been wearing dresses. And then they have what they have? They have complimentary valet laundry. So every day I kind of like, or every couple days I'll give them a load of laundry. So I'll be re-wearing some things. So yeah. What else we got? Let me, I don't want to close that. He was like deal with it. What else? Sig says, oh, I could just hang in the cabin on that ship and totally be okay. Yeah, Sig. I literally yesterday I sat and I was on the balcony doing some like work and literally they had knock on the door, make sure I was okay because I did not leave. I had to only give you a complimentary bottle of champagne. So I finally at Sail Away. So I finally popped that bottle of champagne while I was in here. But they also have room service that's complimentary. So you really could just stay in your cabin the whole time. And yeah. 6 says that's an apartment. Alicia says the Wi-Fi is good. The Wi-Fi is my phone because we're right next to land. So that's, again, T-Mobile for the win. T-Mobile be T-Mobile internationally. Who else we got? CME says I gotta take my own pillow, which I didn't need to. Oh, are you like allergic to certain types of pillows? I have a friend who, she can't do feather. Sometimes I don't know. I was laughing at her homecoming because she went down to the front desk and the front desk was like, Target's across the street. I was like, I bet you that was not the response you wanted. CME Trauma says relaxing clothes. Yeah, you just have to kind of like the wardrobe is elegant casual, but in the evening after 6 p.m. you cannot like I have my Birkenstock, plastic Birkenstocks on, but like in the evenings you can't wear jeans, and basically men have to wear like collar, like you have to be dressed up. So I was just kind of like, I just wear like a dress in the evening. It's a shorter sailing compared to what they usually do, so I only there is no formal nights. You have to be on a cruise 16 days, 16 nights or longer. They do formal nights, but yeah, a cute little dress kind of situation has been working. And I just bought this pair of flats that go with everything. And yeah, on the go Yellow says, yeah, I assume we weren't getting that packing video with all you had going on. Yeah, and Yellow, I actually filmed some stuff. It's more or less like, I don't know if I really want y'all to see like how crazy looking my house was leading up. Finally the cleaners came, but like I ain't know. I'm like, do I really want them to like see? It was stuff everywhere. So I filmed some clips for y'all, but I'm just like, I've been torn about if I'm gonna release it or not. To the channel members though. If it comes out, it'll be to the channel members. And I'm gonna probably also release the story, a detailed story about the encounter with the lady on the first night that I keep saying was being very racist. That'll be to the channel members. What was that? Yellow said, and also Yellow like, yeah, I could probably show, well no, I don't know. I have to spice it too, because I think I'm just going to show y'all like me packing this stuff back in, because I don't know. Anywho, what else? So I did Istanbul. Did I do a tour in Istanbul or no? I think I was just by myself in Istanbul. Oh yeah. There was a tour on the second day. I went to see the Hagia Sophia. So y'all on my Instagram, it was like a walking tour. I did buy some gold. This is my purchase. I got me a little bracelet, and then I got me some little earrings. They have a large, in their Grand Bazaar, the tour guide was saying there's over 1,000 jewelry stores within that one. So they're known for spices, and when you ever go to Istanbul, it's a good time to buy spices, and it's a good time to buy jewelry, or particularly gold. And they they're not on the euros, they're on the lira. So you actually, and the lira is like 39 lira to $1 or something like that. The lira is real, you can get a lot of bang for your buck there. So what was I saying? So I got to see Hagia Sophia. I got to see the Blue Mosque. I think the Blue Mosque was amazing. Got back on the ship. I'm trying to think. I did specialty dining the first night. Hey, Margaret Logan, welcome in. Their French restaurant was the Chartreuse. Their food is really good. When somebody asked me on the first day when I did the Celebrate video, how was the food and how would I rate it? So I rated it 9.5. I think I'm gonna hold it 9.5. The buffet is lacking. I know they want to have a smaller buffet because it's only like, this ship holds like 732 people or something like that, and there may only be like 400 people on board. But their buffet offerings, like, even though I know they don't have a ton, it's just not my favorite. But food though in the main dining room, oh my gosh, every night on the main dining room, it's lobster, there's scallops, there's king shrimp, there's some sort of filet or steak beef option. And then of course they have like their daily specials, so that's been good. So yeah, I'll take off a half a point for the food category because of their buffet. And I've only done lunch for the buffet. I haven't tried their dinner for buffet, so maybe I'll sneak up to the buffet for dinner. But the main dining room has been so good for dinner that I'm like, send me there every night. And then they have a steakhouse, which I'll go to on November 2nd. I see a question popped up. What's going on with this thing? Hold on, I have my laptop to help me with questions, but it's a little behind. So the internet, they do have Starlink that had to upgrade on my laptop, but even right now, like, it's backed up. But I can look and see here. Let me see. I'm hitting the chat. Wait 1 second. Okay, now I can see. While this thing is, oh no, I'm gonna have to reload the chat from my laptop. let's see. Who is that? Only go is yellow since the food that you've shown so far looks good. Yeah. That was, and most of that food that show was from the main dining room. So it's been really good. And they had like this baked lobster that literally was like a lobster bake, and it was like inside of a pastry. Really good. So yeah, I only ding them for buffet. I haven't been on a lot of cruise lines. We talk to these people. I mean, there are a lot of folks who do Silver Sea, and so I want to talk to them and ask them like, how does this compare to so yeah, my laptop internet done conked out. I want to check to see how this compares to have you experienced room service? Yes, I have. So room service is also included. And room service is good. Room service is good. I got beef medallions. There's a charcuterie board. One morning I ordered breakfast because I will say a lot of the excursions leave at the butt crack of dawn. Like when I go to Rome, I'll have an excursion that leaves at like 6:45. No, I'm sorry, the meetup at 6:45 in the morning. And y'all, it's no wiggle room. Like today, I did not want to get out of bed, and the meetup was like 7. I was that person. It was like a 8:45 a.m. meetup. I got there at 8:53, and my group had already, they left the ship, so I had to like run outside, and like most of the people, everybody else, I was the last person to get on the bus. So they don't play about their meetup times. But room service is really good, and you can just hang out your little hangar the night before to get breakfast, and then they have a running room service 24 hours. It's 24 hours a day. So thanks for that question. That's helpful. See if I can get these comments rolling back up in the laptop situation. Who else? So then, okay, the comments are back. I can see now. Let's see. It's okay. You have to be comfortable. Yes, thank you, Yellow. Yeah, I was like, I have all the content except for I think I'm gonna, I don't know, but I was for it. Anyway, so I'm sorry, I probably finished my thought. On the Go Yellow asked me to do a packing tour for for this trip, and I was like, okay, I'll do it. And then like I'm just filming and I'm looking, I'm like, your room, like my whole upstairs is just like trash because I was literally like trying on stuff, throwing stuff. It was a mess. On the Go with Yellow has another question. Great question. It says, are you enjoying the excursions? I am enjoying the excursions because all these ports minus Rome I've not been to before. And particularly like the Istanbul excursion was perfectly timed because the guide was kind of like, oh, if you had did this by yourself, like we had did it by ourselves, we would have been standing in the queue for like an hour and a half. So we were able to walk up for every excursion, just walk up to where we needed to go. So for the Hagia Sophia, we had no wait. We just walked immediately through the line and was able to see everything. So I think that's a benefit of the excursions. And even today I was asking, now the excursion today was supposed to be like a wine tram. I could use a little more wine. Could use a little more wine in the wine tour. But the fact that they're included and like you don't have to think about anything is amazing. On the Go Yellow says pre-booked tickets and tours. Got it. Yeah. And so I don't have anything planned for Barcelona. And the lady I was talking to today at my table, she was saying, she's like, do you have anything planned for Barcelona? I was like, no. And she was like, well, if you go on anything that like Barcelona on website saying like skip the line, she said basically you can do that. And she was like, as long as you see the, what's the thing called? The church that they're still building, and then that that food hall that like we're on Rich and Jazz's Barcelona. I think all of them have it. Rich and Jazz at Interior and AK Adventures. They had that food stall market that was in Barcelona. Those were the two things I was recommended to go see. So my issue is I was just tired. I'm like, I need one day where I don't have to wake up at like 7 o'clock in the morning to be down on the tour. So I'm going to figure out how to navigate Barcelona. But yeah, you can pre-book your experiences. So I think that's going to be our mission for Barcelona. Just get to those two spaces. Hold on 1 second. Okay. My phone froze because it's telling me I only got 10%. What else? Sea days were relaxing. Not a ton to do. The first sea day was actually warm. Every evening, like there's usually like an entertainer of some sort. There's a really good singing duo. Flower Girl says, do an unpack with C, then you can just share the things that really work for your trip. That's true. And I think what I can do is kind of splice everything together, because even when I was filming the end part of it actually being packed YOLO, it looked crazy. So not like crazy, it just didn't, I don't think it had an impact. So probably what I can do is like on the last night, I can show you all the items that I brought. Because I will say, for the most part, I've worn everything that I packed specifically for this trip. So who else you got here? Sydney Stevens is welcoming everybody. Thank you for welcoming everybody in, Miss Sydney. But let me see. Yeah. Then today was Dubrovnik, and we're here for 2 days. There's Costa in the port, import, and a cruise line I've never heard of, Morella Cruise Lines. They're here too. And then we did a wine tram to, what is the thing called? Through like estates, wine estates. And basically the wine estates aren't like home. They're like actually people's like, what is it called? They're like really thin, like they're not big. You know how like at home you go wine tasting and like they're like at these mansions. These are like literally people's homes, and then they just have the ability to like make wine. Like one guy, he didn't even, his wine wasn't even like a fancy packaging. It was literally in a bottle. Who is that? Flower Girl is saying good morning. Oh, but for the excursions, of course, bring, even though like all the gratuities are included, the excursions are included, there is a culture of making sure that you tip the driver and tip the tour guide. So today, because I was running late, I forgot to throw my euros in the purse. So the tours, because they were smaller wineries, literally the first 2 wineries didn't, they were just only taking euros, and then the last winery took cards. So I would say make sure you do some exchanging. Well, I don't like exchanging. Just go to the ATM. Go to a reputable ATM in the airport, and you don't have to exchange anything. Jaritha's here. Hey, Jaritha, welcome in. Sydney is speaking. Folks are speaking. So this evening, again, there's like a Halloween party. Oh, there was a breast cancer awareness event. So on one of those days, I'm losing track. They gave us like a breast cancer awareness sticker, and then they asked everyone to wear pink. I just so happen to have pink because my plan is to wear, like, I brought this pink and green dress to wear election night, which my plan, I'll be on board for election night, and my plan is literally to get a bottle of wine, lock myself in my room, and watch the results, because they do have like MSNBC and CNN streaming. So I brought a pink and green dress for that, but when I saw they were having a special, what is it called, breast cancer awareness event, I was able to wear that dress. Cruising Capers says, good morning, sounds like you were having a great time. Yeah, I mean, I would say, like, who's this ship for? People who are content with just, like, you don't need a whole lot of bells and whistles. Like, there are, let me get, 1 second, I can tell you, like, some of the examples of events. 1 second. Okay, so they're old school. They're old school, and is this the one for today? I picked up the wrong one, but you'll get an idea anyway. This is the one. This is the one from yesterday. So you get, like, they're old school. They have an app, but the app doesn't work on this ship. So this is Regent's second from, how do you call it? So second oldest ship, second from the oldest. I don't know. Their oldest is the Navigator, which was, I'm learning this stuff by talking to people. And they let their staff kind of, their staff are kind of more engaging, like at least their entertainment kind of staff. But their oldest ship is the Navigator, and that's essentially a Russian icing ship, a Russian icebreaker, and they literally like made a cruise ship. However, it's like a hodgepodge ship, and they just basically rebuilt it floor by floor. So that's their oldest ship. Then Voyager is their next one, and staff were saying that these 2 ships are very relaxed. So this is like, while people are, you can tell people are a little, it's an upscale clientele, retirees. Somebody today I was sitting next to was just like, oh yeah, we live in London, we have a house in Spain, and I was like, oh okay. I don't think everybody's like that, but like they invest in their vacations, but they're a little more relaxed. But he said the newer ships kind of have the people who are like really wearing, dressed to the nines and kind of one-upping each other. So if you want the like more like relaxed, elegant, the Navigator, even though the Navigator sounds kind of crazy with it being a restored Russian icebreaker, and it also, this staff member said, like, the Navigator vibrates and it's kind of loud, but the Regent loyals, kind of like, I guess, how Royal Caribbean, how, you're like, who likes Enchantment of the Seas, but there's like a cult following for some of the older royal ships. There's a cult following for for the navigator. But it depends if you want the relaxed casual or you want the if you want the super elevated experience, and you get on their newer ship. But anyway, long way to say, every day they drop off like a hodgepodge newspaper kind of thing. So these are like articles taken from like the USA Times, the New York Times, those kind of things. They drop this off every day, and then you get this thing. The app doesn't work on this ship. They have an app, but so I guess that's how I got on that topic. The app, I think, works on the newer ships. It does not work for this ship. So you get this in your cabin every night. And well, this is last night. So they had like rock and soul. Now their theater performers can sing and dance. Like, they are really good. So I would say they put some good money towards their entertainment. They can sing. But let me see. They start with like, and every day there's like, like stretching, dancercise in the morning. Then there is bingo. Every ship has to have bingo. They have like there's a craft corner at 10 o'clock. And then usually every day there's some sort of like, they have a service meetup for service people. They're about 12:30, 1:15 every day. There's live music on the Lido deck, which is kind of cool. I thought it was live, like to have live music versus like just a DJ. They had a thriller dance class 2 days in a